month.
Was it been her and her son?
Yes.
Has she had anybody come visit her? Any family
No.
that you know of? Any associates around here?
Nothing.
She just walked up one day? I mean, where'd you meet her at?
I've known her I met her at the strip club, the Toy Box.
Okay.
And I've known her for almost a year.
Now, was she a patron or working there?
She's working there.
She was working at the Toy Box? Okay.
When was that?
I can't say earlier this year. Way earlier this year. So anyways, you know, I tried talking to her, obviously. First started off, she stayed off of 11th Street and Jenks, and I would just go there, hang out there, her and her son and her roommate over there. Spent some time with her here and there. We went out a couple times. As time went on.
You remember what her roommate's name was?
Octavia.
Octavia?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what her last name was?
No.
Is she a white female or black female?
Black female.
Black female?
Right.
And did she work at the Toy Box as well?
No.
Okay.
No. And, so...
Not to mess up your train of thought, but 11th and Jinx, is that apartments or is that a house?
Oh, it's a trailer park back there. The Jenks School right across the street. There's a trailer park
Okay.
right there. And, yeah, I did lose my train of thought. Anyways, leading up to how she ended up staying with me, she was saying that her and her babysitter was fighting, especially over her son, because her babysitter would hit her son and stuff, and they would get in a fight over almost everything, and they got to the point where they were in a fist fight, and she was just like, I gotta go, I can't stay here no more. And I liked her, and I was trying to get with her, so I offered her a place.
Where was she living when that was going on with the babysitter?
At that
same
location,
place?
right?
Okay.
Yeah. So I offered her a place. She came in, and I was trying to help her get back on her feet, and I don't know. She worked at the Toy Box for about a couple more weeks. I would drive her up there, and she stopped doing that. And then there's some contact in Sarasota that she was just obsessed with. She actually left about 2 weeks into it. She actually left, and then I said, "You sure you're gonna be okay?" She said, "It's a friend from high school."
2 weeks into her staying with you, she left to go down to Sarasota? How long was she gone
couple
for?
days.
Okay.
Her
So if she
son.
started staying with you around Thanksgiving, it was a couple weeks after that,
Mhm.
which would put you maybe around December 10th, give or take? Is that
10th,
about
11th, 12th, something
somewhere
like that.
around there? That's when
Right.
she went to Sarasota. How long was she gone before she came back?
2-3 days maybe.
Okay, so around the middle of December, she was back
Mhm.
here with you again.
Right.
Did she?
Her and her son were back, and she was just
How does she get down there and back?
a bus.
A bus?
Right.
With the Greyhound? Okay.
And anyways, they were just in the house. I can kind of tell she was depressed and didn't really have nowhere to go. She'd say how nobody wants her and this and that. And I just let her be. Hopefully she'll just snap out of it and get back on her feet some kind of way. But I was there to help. And then Saturday, I wake up to him crying. I knock on the door. He says, "I just need some privacy, please." And I said, "All right, well, I'll
Was
step out."
she in there with him when he was crying?
Right.
Okay, so you went to check on him. She was in there and said, I need some privacy.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I said, okay. So I left Saturday afternoon. I came back around 9-10 o'clock at night. I'm not sure. I want to hang out with some friends. And I came home, and she tried to kill herself. As you can see, she had her neck, or basically when I got there, she was already covered up in towels and this and that. And first thing I was
Do
like,
you remember what clothes she had on?
I do not. Maybe
I mean, do you remember if it was a T-shirt, if it had any writing on it? Or
plain white shirt, I believe, and a pink skirt, I believe.
Okay, pink skirt, a plain white shirt. Do you remember if it was short sleeve, if it had
Short
any
sleeve?
print?
No, it was
No
plain.
print. Was it a circle neck or a V-neck?
V-neck.
A V-neck,
Uh-huh.
and it was short sleeves?
No, long sleeve.
Long sleeve.
Right.
So long sleeve white shirt,
Mm-hmm.
V-neck, no print whatsoever on, just plain white.
I don't remember. Yes,
Okay. And a pink skirt. Do you
Long-
remember what
long.
shoes?
Shoes, saddles, flip-flop, flippers.
Do you know what color the flipper? Black.
Right.
Okay. Does she have more than one pair?
No.
Okay, so the only black flippers or flip-flops is what she had on?
Right.
Okay.
So when I seen that, my first, I'm asking her, where's your son at? I'm freaking out, seeing all this. I'm like, what happened to him? Where'd he go? And she says that she called a friend to come pick him up, to take him away.
Okay.
And I said, who? She was like, girl I used to work with. And I'm just, all right. And I'm like, and she's like, I just couldn't take him anymore. I couldn't handle him anymore. And she's just sitting there. And I'm just like, well, okay, well, back to you. I'm about to call, the ambulance, whatever, 911, get you some help, whatever. No, they're gonna take me away and take my son away and this and that. And she was like, alright, so I just go to the store and get her some bandages and try to help her, heal up.
Okay, but at this time she had told you that a friend had taken her son. Did she?
Right.
Did she give you a name or anything?
CJ.
She said CJ.
CJ.
Do you have any idea who CJ is?
I don't know any of her.
You've never met anybody by CJ?
She don't even, no.
Okay.
She don't even really associate with anybody. And then the next morning, this is so funny because she actually was sitting there acting like she was talking to him on the phone, asking him what he had for breakfast and this and that. And I'm thinking everything is what she says, as she says it is. And then later on that night, she says that her sister found out that she just let her son go to a friend's house that she doesn't really know, so her sister freaked out, and she said that her sister sent her a ticket to send him back home to Massachusetts. I'm like, I just went along with it. I mean, I don't know.
So Saturday nights when she tried to hurt herself, said he went to a friend. Sunday morning, you hear her on the phone with somebody asking what he ate for breakfast, that kind of thing. Did you hear anybody on the other end of the phone?
I did not.
Okay.
No. She would even say how she's taking them back and forth about what she needed, diapers or anything, if she needed food or anything like that.
Okay.
And when she told me that her sister found out what was going on, she said her sister had sent for him back to Massachusetts, Sunday night. And she's like, well, I guess I'm going back home to Massachusetts. And I'm like, all right, you gonna be okay? Because she said that's where her family is, and that's what I thought she was doing. All right, so she's talking about leaving the next day, which was Monday. And she checks on the Greyhound tickets. She says she's seen one. I don't know what the hell she was doing, but she just waits too long to do things, and couldn't find a time till this morning, Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock, 9:20. So I take her up there, and we're late for 9:30, so she missed the bus. Thank God she missed the bus because she would have been gone.
Yeah.
So I go back home. We go back home. And we see the next ticket, the bus at 7 o'clock, okay? So I go to the bathroom. I come out. I watch a little TV, play a little video games, and she was gone. I didn't realize for about a good hour or so that she wasn't even there. So I'm like, where the hell would she go? She has nowhere to go. So I get to snooping around. And I know she had told me that she goes back in the backyard. And I seen her go back there. I've never seen her go back there, but she said she's been back there before, trying to find a way and stuff to the water and stuff like that. So I went out there to go look for her. I'm calling her name, and I start looking back there. See a little pathway. I seen some trash bags back there. I'm like, why would anybody throw trash bags back there? So I grabbed a stick. I started poking at it. See what was over there. I seen his shoes.
You saw the son's shoes? Take your time, ma'am.
I seen his shoes. I seen his diapers. A couple of clothes.
Shoes, diapers, and some clothes?
Right.
Okay.
In the rubble. And I'm still in disbelief. I'm like, no. And then I see a little farther down, I see the suitcase. And I cracked it open. I see something wrapped up in a bed sheet. And I shut it. I couldn't even go all the way.
Okay.
As soon as I seen that.
Was the suitcase on the shoreline?
Right.
Okay, so you just unzipped it enough to see something wrapped up and then. Okay.
So I shut it right away. And my instinct is like, where the hell is this girl? All right, so I get on the road and go looking for her because I already knew she was trying to skip town. So I'll go to the bus station. They said last bus I left here was 9 o'clock this morning. And So I was like, all right, well, she couldn't have left yet. So I ended up all the way down there in Harrison by the bus station. Called a friend of mine. I'm like, man, I'm looking for this girl. I don't know where she's at. I started going towards his house. And then she's sitting outside the Burger King at Lisenby. And that's where I see her. I'm like, what the? So I go over there, I pick up, where you going? I'm going to the beach. You're going to the beach? And I didn't want to alarm her or, you know, lead her on that I knew, because I didn't know, because she was already suicidal. You know, telling her what she was going to do. I didn't know she was going to try to kill me.
Where were you, after you left the bus stop, where were you headed to see her at Lisenby?
I wasn't trying to see her. I thought she was, I wasn't never going to see her again.
I mean, where were you headed to from the bus stop?
A friend's house down off Lisenby.
Okay.
And
what's your friend's name that you're headed to?
Corey.
Okay.
And I see her at the, passing the Burger King, and I see her. And with that shit on my mind, I'm trying to not lead her on. She's like, I want to go to the beach, whatever. So I'm like, all right, so. And then I knew my mother was at the house too. So I was like, man, how do you confront somebody about that? You know, how do you ask somebody, what did you? Damn.
Did you see the child in the suitcase at that time?
I seen something wrapped up.
You saw something wrapped up. You didn't know what it was?
No, I was too scared to look. Because in the back of my mind, I always knew something was wrong. Something just didn't add up, you know. So we get back.
Back to your house?
Right. We get back about 3 o'clock.
And your mom's there?
And she's there.
Okay.
So it's like, all right, well, I need to call the police, but I don't want to see her talk. I don't want to, you know, set her off in any kind of way. My mother there, she might do something crazy. So I waited around for about 30, 45 minutes for my mom to leave, because I know she always leaves and goes to bingo and goes does her thing.
Yeah.
So I put it off. So I told her, I'm going to get something to eat. You want something to eat? All right. I went straight to the substation, told them what I thought, because I wasn't 100% sure, because I just didn't have it in me to look all the way.
Yeah.
And I told him what I thought. I wanted to be wrong. And then I get back to the house. He says the officers meet me there. I said, all right. So when I get back to the house, I said, hell, they're on the way, so I might as well confront her. And I said, you know, when you was missing, I went snooping around, and I found something in the backyard. I said, what is that back there? What did you do? Where is that? She's like, he's at home. I said, what the hell is that in the backyard then? You know, so she just went nuts. She's like, you don't understand. We don't need to talk about this. I can fix this. I can fix this. I'm like, fix? What's there to fix? You know what I mean? I said, so you just don't understand. I was like, understand what? I said, there's a fucking dead child. There's no reason for that. What are you talking about? She's like, you'll see. And she runs back there at the same time. And I'm trying to hold her and trying to stop her from waiting for the police to show up. So, I don't know. And she runs back there. She comes back out. The police are there. And she's just hollering, police arrested me, whatever.
What exactly did she say to the police when they got there? I mean, you said, please arrest me. Did she say anything else?
That's all I heard.
When she ran around to the back, how long was she back there? And when you were
Couple seconds.
Do you know what she did when she went back there?
No.
Did you follow her back there, or did you stay in the front?
Halfway. I was trying to stop her. I just let her go, and I went to the front. That's when I called 911. I said, all right, I need to call. I didn't call 911. I walked to the front. That's when, as they were pulling up, I was talking to them. I said, I need help. And then they showed up. Okay, officers are here now. So, and then that's when she's coming out the back. And she's walking over, arrest me. They're looking at me, what's going on? Well, have a look back there. And I showed them where to look.
Okay. Well, this is a deal. Obviously, we went through all this information. I know that's a lot. I know you don't want to have to go through this again. But we do need to turn on a recorder and get a recorded statement. You know, the questioning can be a little bit briefer to keep you on point where it's not quite as extensive. But we do need to get a statement from you, okay? On